Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Societal Narcissism. This video is sponsored by contribution from Andrew. Andrew gave a general contribution, which I will use for this video. Before I get to the content, please go to the Rumble link and watch over there, as I'm still monetized on Rumble and it'll help out with the channel. So, YouTube has taken down the manifesto that this shooter wrote out in Minnesota, but the internet is forever and it has been found. Now, I'm not going to read. I've already read through what it is. I've read this lunatic's words, and he's just a whiny little freaking pussy. He's just a little whiny pussy. Typical little golden child of the borderline mother. And how do I know the mother's a borderline? How do I know this is all on the mother? Because I read the whole letter, and he tips it off on the last page in a PS, not even realizing what he's doing. I think he was trying to call out his sister. But what he ended up really doing is showing who the problem is in the family. So like I said, if you guys want to read through this, freeze it. This is the only page I wanted to focus on. It's the last one, because the first three is just a bunch of whiny bullshit where he admits he knows what he's doing is wrong and he can't help it. And just want to read the PS here. PS, T, and I'm assuming T is Teresa, because that's the only T name here, is what I would imagine is his sister. P.S. T, get over yourself and make up with mom. She loves you. You need to grow up and accept that time just keeps on fucking moving. You either will stay in the past and rot, wasting your life and happiness away, or you can grow up and move on from things. We all love you. Whew. The golden child will actually try to hoover you from beyond the grave. What does that sound like? That sounds like your classic golden child hoover. Okay, so it has to be T. T is somehow dwelling in the past and appears to be no contact with mom. Appears to be no contact with mom. And what does this kid do? What does this guy do after murdering children? Murdering children. What is the last line in his manifesto about? He's protecting his borderline mother and calling out probably the actual black sheep of the family, Teresa, who actually was the only one smart enough to go no contact from this monster. I've told you over and over again, you show me somebody who thinks they're trans, I'm going to show you somebody raised by a mother with borderline personality disorder. Every time. 100% of the time. Like, I'm not reading through the rest of his nonsense. You guys are free to do it and see that it's just gobbledygook. But it's not incoherent gobbledygook. He's just evil. He's not crazy. He's just evil. It's not incoherent. It makes sense, the words, what he's saying. It's not right. It's not moral. Not any of it. He admits he knows it's wrong. But it's not crazy. It's evil. But he gives up the game in the last paragraph. That he has to do a PS just to make sure mom doesn't get exposed. Because understand something. Even he realizes in his psycho state, ready to murder children, even he realizes Teresa is the one who can pull this whole thing down. Teresa, I promise you, if somebody went to go talk to her, about what's been going on in the family, you're going to get a very different perspective from the rest of the enablers. I promise you that. This is sick. What even makes it sicker is, like, not only did he murder children, he made sure in his manifesto that he threw cover for his borderline personality disordered mother. And he was also concerned from beyond the grave what his sister might say. Because his sister was the only one strong enough to say enough of this bullshit, whatever this woman was up to. And like, you don't need to know, but we know. We know what borderline women do. We know what they do to their sons. We know what they do to their daughters. We know what they do to their families. The borderline mother will destroy everything it touches. This is just its worst case scenario. Does every borderline mother create a transgender that shoots up children while they're praying? No. This is the worst possible scenario. But they're all related, and they're all just as dangerous. And the fact that this guy threw cover to his borderline mother, who probably caused all of this. She couldn't wait to put this guy on a pedestal because he wanted to be a girl. The golden child girl. I'd love to talk to Teresa. I would love to talk to Teresa. I'm sure the authorities are. So she already had one child, no contact. Another one, she trans and went in and shot up a school. This woman needs to be criminally charged. We're at that point with these borderline mothers. And the father who allowed it, he should be charged too. Weak. He knew what he was going to do. He wrote all these messages on the gun magazines, taunting. But he wanted to make sure that the last thing he said was his sister, who was no contact with his borderline mother, you either stay in the past and rot. You got to move on. The typical narcissist enabler 101 friggin' hoovering tactic right there for everybody to read in his fucking manifesto. The last point he wanted to get across. Oh, wait, no. PPS, I wouldn't recommend any of you read my journals unless you really want to, but be warned. People get on me, say, you hate women. You're like, no, I don't hate women. I hate borderline women. I hate borderline women. I hate liberal white women. And don't think because this woman worked at this Catholic school that she's not a liberal. The church has been infested with them. Teresa's where the story's at. You want to know the truth of what was going on in that house? Teresa's the one you got to ask. Not Jack, Martha, Joe, Jared, Phil, or Liam, or Dad. Let's talk to Teresa, because she seemed to be the only one smart enough to cut all this toxicity out of her life. It makes you wonder what this mother did. How much of a pedestal she put this transgender son on, and how much she brutalized her other children to give all the love to the golden child, who then does what golden child does, then goes up and throws cover to good old mom, Wanted to make sure he did that from beyond the grave. Protecting the borderline mother from beyond the grave. He made sure he did that. Charge the mother. Reopen the mental hospitals for the criminally insane and throw the mother in there and toss away the key before she destroys anyone else. So, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you, Andrew, for your contribution. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help but can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with either the Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and email link in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. Also, be sure to subscribe to both my channels on Rumble. If you haven't watched the video over there, please do. Even a click helps. Follow me on X and Telegram as well. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism. Take care, everyone.